Turning our attention now to the ASX, here's Matt Birney and Bulls and Bears with the latest public company views and interviews.
Welcome to Bulls and Bears, brought to you today by mineral explorer Cobre Ltd, ASX code CBE. I'm Matt Birney and I'm joined now by the Executive Chairman of Cobre, Martin Holland. Hi Martin.
Hi Matt, how are you?
Good, thanks. Okay, so Cobre's share price has been on a tear after the company hit a 59-metre copper mineralised drill intersection with good showings of visible copper at its Ngami project in the revered Kalahari Copper belt in Botwswana, a region that is home to some elephant-sized mineral deposits. 3 more drill holes subsequently also ploughed through that same mineralised horizon, which caused the market to run Cobre's share price from a cellar dwelling 2 cents back in June to touch around 25 cents more recently. Okay, Martin, we'll touch on your new copper discovery in a minute, but firstly, just how big is your land holding in the Kalahari Copper belt, and why is the region so well respected amongst the mining glitterati?
Yeah, the land holding is absolutely massive, Matt. So you're looking at 8,000 square kilometres, roughly around a third of the Kalahari Copper belt, and you've got 2 majors on either side of us as well, being Sandfire Resources and Kubrick Canyon. Sandfire's got a mine in production next year, and Kubrick Canyon's already in production.
Okay, so we'll get into those 4 mineralised drill holes in a minute, but firstly, before we do, why did you drill where you drilled? What was the theory?
So the theory was there was a terra leach soil sampling program that was completed that showed some anomalies at surface, and then we went ahead and explored that in the first hole that we drilled, and we hit a quite significant mineralisation of copper. Okay,
so let's get into those 4 big drill holes. How long was each drill intersection that was mineralised, and how long were the visible copper sections, and how far away was each drill hole?
So you're looking at around 60 metres of copper mineralisation, but visuals around 10 to 13 metres, and roughly around each hole was 1 kilometre apart from each other.
So when do you expect to get the lab results back with some grades?
So roughly in September is what we announced to the market, so in about 3 weeks' time.
Have you done any in-field XRF work, or have you got any indication of grade? I see you got some visible copper there, so it must be pretty good.
Yes, we have, and we've got XRF on site, and that's been systematically done by in-country team, and it has shown that there is economic grade in the core from the XRF.
What sort of numbers?
Anywhere between 1% and 2% on average, but peaking up to 8% copper.
What have the new holes told you about the potential scale of the mineralisation, and how does it stack up against others in the Kalahari?
Well, the scale here is absolutely enormous, Matt. Like, you're talking a 4-kilometre strike already confirmed at the moment. Some of the largest deposits in the Kalahari, such as Zone 5, is 92 million tonnes at 2.2%, 4-kilometre strike. We've got the same strike length as that. More importantly, we have a 500-kilometre strike length and 57 targets to actually go and test, and this is the first one that we've drilled.
How are you going for money?
Money's good. We've got $9.5 million in cash after a recent raise, and we've got $2 million of listed equities.
Martin Holland from Cobre Ltd, thanks for joining me on Bulls and Bears today. And remember, we're only here to give you information, not advice, which you should, of course, seek independently. I'm Matt Birney, and this is Bulls and Bears.
For more public company CEO interviews, go to the Money page on the 6PR, 2GB and 3AW websites and click the Public Companies tab.